Happy Spiritual Sunday, everyone and anyone that's coming into my live. I appreciate you all giving me so much love over the last um, few lives. It's been incredible. I didn't expect it. It was a pleasant surprise. But I'm going to be cooking. Actually, I'm going to put this aside, and you're going to be looking at some my little cutlery. But I still got to charge my phone. But I'm going to, of course, be checking in every so often and checking on to see who's coming in and whatnot. Today is a spiritual Sunday. Every day should be a spiritual day. When you wake up in the morning, it should be a joyous occasion because you woke up. And a lot of times, every day throughout the day, we are constantly tested in our spirit man, our spirit woman, where our flesh and our ego can easily supersede what's really going on in the world and what's really going on in our lives and how we dictate how we it dictates how we treat ourselves and treat each other. So long story short, today I woke up, thankful as usual, because I woke up and took my medicine and whatnot, just kind of get my day started. And something kind of hit me to go on and create my post for my social media platforms. And you all, the thing about it is that it wasn't anything out of the ordinary. It was something. It was uh, two images. One was showing um, about five black people who had been unalived with the hanging fruit, and the one beside it, like a collage, it was showing the picture of a black man who had received a bouquet of cotton for his working anniversary. A bouquet of cotton for his work anniversary. And basically I was saying in my in the wording, white America keeps telling black people to stop talking about racism, that it doesn't exist. We make it that it has to exist, that was in the past, that we're the ones that still holding on to that, right? Well, that was my sentiment to my content on the Tick to the Talk. And of course, they're being censored because of Larry Ellison, who is of the Oracle, who is an oligarch, who is one of Trump's main people, right? That's that he's in Trump's pocket. Trump is in his pocket. So I've noticed that I am kind of my particular page. Once I got over 1,000 followers, they began to really become really strict on my page and wouldn't do anything out of the ordinary. You understand? I assure you I wasn't. Didn't really switch it up or anything. But when I had the ability to become monetized, now they're trying to find reasons to say something is not right with my TikTok. So I decided to come on to my other platform and speak my speech, right? And that's what my mother and I, my dad, my sisters. Hello, thank you so much. Is it? I'm so sorry. I'm gonna call you DV. Okay, Divianshu, Divianshu, Divianshu. Hey, your pets, or Augie, Shiro, Jerry, Simi, and Julia. Appreciate y'all coming in too. I was just sharing with them that I came on the um, the live to kind of just speak on what it is to have a spiritual Sunday. And really, the spirit is just about love and to be loved. And hopefully, on a Sunday, you all are experiencing that love of life, that love of um, being able to be around others, to be able to walk, to be able to talk, to hear, to smell, to taste. Uh, to use our hands, writing, to learn how to write, to know how to read, um, These are just blessings that we really don't take for granted because we take it, that is just, that's what it is. And let's see, sacrifice is done in the mouth, not just in the mouth. Sacrifice is also done in actions. If you truly are who you believe yourself to be in the spirit form, then you know that you are servitude. That's what we do, right? We're grateful to be on this other side. So the least that we can do is show our gratefulness by the fruits that we send out, and usually or hopefully is fruits of the spirit, like love and kindness and peace and patience and meekness and self-control. Those are the things that make the spirit, and if we increase that, then we won't have room for anything else. We won't have room for the hatred. We won't have room for um, jealousy and envy and dissension and division and confusion and anger. We won't have room for that. So I encourage everyone that's hearing my voice to, reevaluate what we put our interest in, what we put our energy towards, if it's towards the good or if it's towards the not so good. And if it's for the not so good, we can quickly redirect our intent. We can redirect our actions. And it's a mind over matter. If we want it, then we can do it. And we deserve it. Because just going to a live just earlier today, I was really saddened because the prompt was cute and it had good substance. And then we had Caucasian people come on there and try to tell them, including the host, that what is going on is not what's going on. And he had the audacity to use a white agency, the CDC, that is Eurocentric based, that has been shown to have skewed statistics as his resource, right? And that's what the pale-faced Caucasian persuasion, they tend to do. They find one thing, one statistic, one study to go along with their premise, and they stick with that, right? Not understanding that it is a sample of a selected group of individuals that are part of that study. That doesn't necessarily mean that everybody in America feels that way in the world. But with all due respect to white people, they have been conditioned that whatever they say, they don't really have to back up. And so as he was talking, it was really sad because I was using, I think it was Herbert Hoover, J. Edgar Hoover, one of the two, the CIA dude, using him as an example to say how white passing really affected the black community. And he got offended, but it's okay because he didn't really do his research. And the research that he probably is talking about is done by white people. So, of course, if you're whitewashing history, of course, you're not going to say that he or Abraham Lincoln had any black ties. Of course, you're not, because it doesn't go in your narrative, right? So that's kind of what it got me a little frustrated, got me a little wired up. And it's like, this is some bullshit. He's basically saying that by this one study, that black people unalive themselves through a tree. He said we do that 5,000. It's 4,000 black people uh experience a hanging root. No, hanging tree. What is it called? Unaliving. I can't think of the term for it, but unaliving themselves every year, which is a bold-faced lie. And the host was like, "No, there's no way that we do that kind of stuff. Like, what are you talking about?" You know what I'm saying? And and she basically said it's not the fact that we don't do it. We don't do it at that type of level. And she was very much correct. And he would not let that rest. He could not let that rest. And that is really, really sad that instead of him acknowledging that, because he's a white dude, that white people do that. They have a history of doing that, especially in America. He kept deflecting and projecting it to be a black issue. And in order for the matrix to be broken, there's going to be there's going to have to be a spiritual awakening of the paleface. It has to be, because contrary to what she was saying, it's not both sides. And we have to stop with the both sides scenario because both sides don't control this system. Both sides have not been oppressed by this warped system. Both sides are not allowed to mistreat the other without there being some repercussion. So we can't keep going with the both sides. I think that's why I had to come on back over here, come back over here on my platform and just get it out, right? Just get it out because it's sad that in 2026 white people are still uh, passing the buck, if you will. I think I'm gonna actually come back and actually open up for StreamYard. So be prepared for that, y'all. I think I'm gonna do that.